I think they were inspirations. I think when you're younger, you have visions.
If you want to truly become successful, you need to go out and find what exactly you are truly passionate about and pursue that with relentless force. You're going to want to make sure that whatever it is that you truly love, you try and achieve the highest accolades as you possibly can, so that way you can get the most out of whatever you're doing and the most out of your life. Because when it comes down to it, you are your biggest priority in life. No matter what, you need to make sure whatever you're doing is best for you. And you need to make sure that whatever you're doing is healthy for you and enjoyable for you. And where you can get the most growth and knowledge and maturity is what you should constantly be pursuing, so that you can improve each and every single day.
The scope and the focus to say, this is who I want to be, this is what I like. Now, what was that?
And become a better person day after day, contributing not only to a better life for you, but a better life for overall society. And that way too, that you're enjoying every bit of your life, so that way you're not constantly drugged down doing stuff that you can't stand to do on a day-to-day basis. And you're just in a constant loop of joy because you love what you're doing, you love where you're at, and you're just having a great overall life because you decided to follow your heart and do what you love on a day-to-day basis, and constantly make sure you are happy and in good wellness and health. And that will be when you truly achieve success, by constantly being happy and overflowing with joy on a day-to-day basis.
I loved what I did. I started making neckties out of a drawer in the Empire State Building.
My life and my career has been an accumulation of build. I think it's not a breakthrough. It's a matter of staying on a path, staying in a direction, having a point of view, believing in what you're doing, and having the scope and the focus to say, this is who I want to be, this is what I like. Now, what was that? My sense, and I don't know where it accumulated. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a sense of. My sense was I had a direction of doing what I was doing. And as I learned it, I started in the tie business. I watched the ties being designed. I said, why can't we do this? Why can't I do that? And I didn't have any training. I didn't go to school for design. So it was purely coming out of me. Where it came, I don't know. It just came out. It was a taste level that I didn't know I was developing or had. It just came out. I wasn't consciously saying I could do this, because I've sort of, as I've been growing up and became a grown-up, I sort of watched myself. I sort of almost stepped back and said, who is this guy? What's happening? It's like almost, we all somehow in a way never feel like we're really grown up in a way.
I love working. I love the excitement. I like teams. I like the challenge of doing something hasn't been done. I have a wife, I have kids. I knew they needed things. I knew they weren't in the stores. And so all these things were inspiring. I grew up in America. I had the same dreams that everyone else had. Started where I started. My dream was to have a nice house for my family, to have a nice car, to have my kids go to schools, to do all the things that everyone wants. And as I got there, I was able to do that. And as I worked harder, I was able to improve it. There was no snap of the finger. And it was confidence. And I think confidence builds as you go on. If you have a good success, closing the door on Bloomingdale's was at one point sort of crazy, and at the same time was amazingly powerful. And again and again. But there is an excitement. I've done it, and then I got to start the new one. So I'm not about fashion, I'm about living. And that's been my whole career. And the clothes that I've designed and everything I've done is about life and how people live and how they want to live and how they dream they'd live.
As a kid, I wore a lot of my older brother's hand-me-downs. I thought I liked wearing their clothes. I never had a lot. I didn't resent it. I was sort of, my brothers were cool and they had good stuff. When you put on something that you really like, you feel like you are that person or the person you want to be. And I went to my boss and I said, can I make these ties? And he said, Ralph, no one's going to wear them. The world is not ready for Ralph Lauren. Saying, forget it, kid. You're not going to do anything. And then I made shirts to go with the ties, and I made suits, and they were different, and they were high quality. The American man and woman, as time has gone in the last 50 years, I've watched them and helped them change. I've helped them develop their tastes within my name. So that name change was not about being Jewish or not Jewish or being something else. You don't have to wear a label to be important. No, I happen to like this because it's the one that I have memories of. I feel cooler now than ever. I've enjoyed my career and I'm still working really hard and well. I got the feeling at one point that I said, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing by going to business, because I've always taken care of kids, and I was a counselor in camp, and I was in color war, and so my whole life has been more in a natural field. And I never thought about money. I didn't have any, and I didn't think about it. With aspirations, a sense of accomplishment, where are we going to go? What are we going to be? In the time I was growing up, it was about going to school, getting a job. What are you going to do? You're going to become a teacher? You're going to become a doctor? What are you going to be? What are the aspirations and why? Well, the aspirations when I was growing up, to a degree, is get married, have children, have a nice home. It's still the same thing today, but it's changed maybe slightly. But there were aspirations and dreams of accomplishment in terms of a life you want to live. And so I had the dreams of a life I wanted to live. A horseback ride, to just have a good life. They are dreams. And in doing what I did, my clothes were part of the dream. My clothes were part of the world. You can't separate clothing. In my world, you can't set the environment away from what you're wearing.
Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and throw down in the comment section below what you thought of this video.